How was your first year as Miror's Chief Executive been?
Oh, it's been really brilliant. I had a lot to learn. I had so much to learn about the people we support and where we work and our staff and all of the people in the sector. But everybody speaks so highly of Miror and love Miror so much and the important work that we've been doing for the last 39 years that it was really easy to get to know Miror. And what has been really lovely is that I've learned as I've got to know Miror that we are what we say we are and that we do operate according to the values that we say we do. So that's fantastic.
What has Miror achieved this year that you are most proud of?
Well, the thing that I'm most proud of is the day that you two, Alex and Adam, signed your employment contracts. It was such a fantastic day for Miror. And it's been an ambition of the organisation for a really long time. To be able to make that happen was fantastic. And it's a real step forward because we believe really strongly in Miror, as you know, that the voice of people that we support and people with autism or mental health issues ought to be right at the heart of what we do in our decision making. So it's so important that you're both here. That's my proudest moment.
What do you think makes Miror special?
I think what makes Miror special is that we're always learning as an organisation. So you know that we're a person-centred organisation, and that means that we put the people we support at the heart of everything we do, and we really want to help people have an independent life. But we're always learning about what that means, and we don't kind of sit on our laurels and assume that we've got there. So at the moment we are trying to become a trauma-informed organisation. Trauma happens to lots of people, the people we support and our staff. So we want our organisation to respond in a way that is trauma-informed. And that's really us living our values. And we are always looking at our values and checking that that's the way we're operating as an organisation.
What are your future hopes for Miror?
I think our number one ambition is to employ more people with a learning disability or a mental health condition or autism. The people we support are at the heart of what we do as an organisation, and I'd really like to see that throughout the organisation and on our board. But we know that that's a journey, and we need to make sure that as an organisation we're fit to support that and to do that really well, and we're at the beginning of this journey now.
What do you think needs to change to improve the lives of the people that Miror supports?
So through our Better Together process, people tell us that there are two things that are really impacting them at the moment. Public transport has been restricted, and this is restricting what people can do. So it's really hard to go out to the cinema, for example, if the film finishes after your last bus home. And then on top of that, because people with a learning disability struggle to get cash cards, and increasingly now in society, it's really difficult to pay with cash in some places, this is further restricting people. So you've got a kind of double thing there where you are shut out of society a bit because the transport doesn't allow you to take part in things. And then when you get there, you also don't have a way of paying for things. And I know that Alex, you've had an experience of that recently, haven't you? So these are the things that we think are really important because we know that in order for people to live really happy, independent, fulfilled lives, they need to be able to take part in their community. So these would be our priorities. And I know that you've both been doing really good campaigning work in these areas too.
What have you learned about yourself?
I think what I've learned is that I really like working in a team, and I'm super lucky at Miror because we've got amazing people in our organisation, but we've also got a really dedicated and talented leadership team. Sometimes it can be a struggle for me to go at the right pace because I'm really ambitious and I want us to do all the wonderful things that we're planning to do now. So it can be a bit of a struggle for me, and I've had to learn to slow down a bit. It's really difficult because as chief executive, you haven't got a line manager who's there telling you you're doing too much. So that's been a personal learning for me. The other thing I've learned is that when you ask for help, people will help you. So we're in direct competition sometimes with other organisations for contracts, but they're actually also our natural allies. So we quite frequently work together. So I've learned that although we're in competition, we are and can be good friends and help each other.
What has been your favourite moment so far?
I think my favourite day was my first day at Miror. So most people start their first day at a new organisation and they might be given their keys or shown their desk or given files to read. So my first day at Miror, was to go to Swansea to attend the Miror Star Awards. And I walked in and within 10 minutes I was dancing with an Elvis impersonator and people were giving me hugs and I was just made to feel so welcome. And then I watched hours of us celebrating the amazing things that the people we support do and that our staff had done, and what a first day. So nobody gets a first day like that, and I'm really lucky that we have so many of those moments at Mirrors because we're so good at celebrating each other and what we can do.
What is coming up at Mirrors that you are looking forward to?
Oh, there's so much I'm looking forward to. We have been doing a lot of work this year. We've refreshed our strategic plan, and our two number one priorities are to deliver the absolute best support, and to do that to really invest in having the right people. And we've put so much of that in place and now we're starting to see it come into fruition. So I'm really looking forward over the next year to seeing some of our plans come to fruition, like becoming a trauma-informed organisation, for example. I'm also really looking forward to the Miror Star Awards in November. But what I really love about the Better Together events is where we all get together and celebrate our achievements. People we support and staff, and on top of that, have a really good time.